Football is more than just a game. Over the last 150 years, it has become a source of identity, conflict and debate for all who follow and play it. It has reached the furthest corners of the globe and boasts more players and supporters than any other sport. There are many famous and infamous moments that football fans know all about. But what about these incredible football facts? Number 1. Reading through the list of Copa del Rey winners highlights some of Spain's greatest teams. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico, the list goes on. But there is one winner which truly stands out. The 1927 edition saw 2 trophies, one won by Real Union and another Invitational Cup, won by Scottish side Motherwell. Number 2. The English Premier League, formed in 1992, is one of the world's most watched competitions and arguably its greatest football league. However, incredibly, in over 30 years, it has never been won by an English manager. 4 from Italy, 2 from Scotland, 1 from Germany, 1 from Spain, 1 from Portugal, 1 from France, and 1 from Chile have all won the famous trophy. Number 3. The World Cup is the pinnacle for any footballer's career, most playing in highly competitive qualifiers to achieve their dream. For Italian Giuseppe Bergomi, however, despite appearing at 4 different World Cups, he never played a single qualifying match. Number 4, and staying in Italy, and the 1986-87 season that saw Empoli score just 13 goals across 30 matches, but incredibly managed to avoid relegation. Number 5. This one is quite astounding and perhaps shows the power of football. Currently, FIFA has more nations as members than the UN. Its 211 countries outnumbers the United Nations' 196. Number 6. The 2010 World Cup was definitely not one of the tournament's best, but its unpredictable nature saw every side, even winners Spain, lose a match. Every side except New Zealand, whose 3 draws saw them exit the group stage unbeaten. Number 7. There aren't many sides who can compete with Real Madrid in Europe. Their 15 European Cups puts them well and truly above all others. The last final they lost was the 1983 Cup Winners' Cup. The victors, Scotland's Aberdeen. Number 8. The FA Cup is football's oldest competition still being played. But who do you think its record goal scorers are? Arsenal? Man United? Liverpool? Nope. It's Southern League Premier Central Division's Kettering Town FC. They've scored a staggering 912 goals. Number 9. Incredibly, Kettering can also lay claim to being the first club to ever wear a sponsor on their shirts. Despite football now being dominated by sponsorship, it all started when Kettering Tyres supported their local club in 1976. Number 10. French midfielder Michel Platini is widely regarded as his nation's best ever player. But did you know the 3-time Ballon d'Or winner also made a single international appearance for Kuwait? At the request of the Kuwaiti Emir, Platini came out of retirement to play a friendly against the USSR in 1988. The Soviet Union won the game 2-0. Number 11. This one is absolutely bonkers. The 2023-24 season was the first since 1930-31 to not feature either Stanley Matthews, Peter Shilton or Gianluigi Buffon. Number 12. European Championship semi-finals are often cagey affairs which teams will do anything they can to avoid defeat. In 1968, the tie between host Italy and the Soviet Union finished all square. Played 2 years before the invention of penalty shootouts, the tie was decided by the toss of a coin. Italy won and went on to win their first Euros in the final. Number 13. Before the 1930 World Cup final, the 2 finalists, Uruguay and Argentina, couldn't agree on which match ball to use. In the end, 2 balls were used. Argentina's in the first half, which saw them lead 2-1, and Uruguay's in the second, who they eventually won 4-2. Number 14. Sticking with the 1930 World Cup, hosted in Uruguay in July, you'd be forgiven for expecting sun-drenched stadiums, but this was in fact the nation's winter. The first match between France and Mexico even saw snow falling on the pitch. Number 15. Celtic's 1967 Lisbon Lions European Cup triumph over Inter was impressive enough, but even more astounding was in the fact that their winning team were all born and raised within 30 miles of Celtic Park. Number 16. Beware of an Everton League triumph. Following their league title in 1915, the Football League was suspended due to World War I. History would repeat itself in 1939 as another league triumph for the Toffees saw the league suspended once more, this time for World War II. Number 17. Football is the world's most played professional sport, but its origins were strictly amateur. The first professional side to win the FA Cup was Lancashire club Blackburn Olympic in 1883. Since then, no amateur side has ever won the trophy again. Number 18. The 1950 World Cup was decided not by a final, but by a final group stage. Hosts Brazil battled it out with eventual winners Uruguay, Sweden and Spain. 2024, we often hear about footballers being overworked with a cluttered schedule. Spare a thought then for Wales's Mark Hughes, who in 1987 played for both Wales and his club Bayern Munich on the same day. Despite losing to Czechoslovakia 2-0 in Prague, a short flight to Munich later, and Hughes came off the bench to help his team to a 3-2 win over Borussia Mönchengladbach. Number 20. Lionel Messi is generally regarded as the greatest player of all time, with a trophy-laden career for club and country. His international career, however, got off to the worst possible start, as the then 17-year-old Messi was sent off just a minute after coming on as a substitute. Number 21. This one is absolutely mad. Croatia's 53% possession against Spain at Euro 2024 was the first time since 2008 that Spain had less possession than their opponents, at a staggering run of 136 games. Number 22. Kylian Mbappe's 8 goals at the 2022 World Cup was an impressive achievement, but it pales in comparison to his compatriot Just Fontaine, whose 13 goals in 1958 is still the record for the most goals in a single World Cup tournament. Number 23. Peru pulled off one of football's greatest shocks in 1936 when they defeated World Cup semi-finalists Austria in the Olympics. However, the match was declared null and void as dubious reports from Nazi officials claimed Peruvians had stormed the pitch wielding revolvers in extra time. Number 24. Modern football is increasingly dominated by social media, and it may come as no surprise that Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed footballer on Instagram. Over 635 million people follow him. And finally, number 25, we finish with AC Milan's title-winning season in 1993-94, where they scored just 36 goals. The lowly figure was only a goal higher than relegated sides Udinese and Atalanta. Now, there are some facts that you can't change in football, but with Retro Football Management, you can, and they are today's sponsors for this video. You can go and manage some of football's greatest ever teams from very historical seasons. For example, the 1989 season that Arsenal just pipped Liverpool to the league. You can change history by managing loads of different teams from loads of different leagues to recreate the world of football that we live in. Give it a go by following the link in the description below. I hope you've really enjoyed listening to these facts on the Football History Boys today. Please let us know if you'd like us to do these kind of videos again in the future. Please check out the rest of our videos on YouTube and please subscribe and comment if you can. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next time.